Hey guys, welcome back to the FitNest. I'm ZEHRA. Today we are making a delicious breakfast that would be perfect for any brunch or any weekend breakfast. We are making shakshuka. So if you haven't heard of shakshuka or tried it, you're definitely going to want to try out this recipe. But what it is basically is delicious like tomato sauce cooked with lots of spices, and then you plop your eggs on top and they cook and they're a little bit runny, and then you top it with cheese. You dip your bread in and it's delicious. The kids love it. This is a staple. At least once a week we make it on the weekends. There's so many different variations, but I'm going to show you the basic one right now. So if you want to learn how to make a basic shakshuka that your family will love, keep watching. Alright, so to make the shakshuka, what you'll need is you'll need to start off with onions and garlic. You roast those up. I like adding red pepper, but at this stage you can add any vegetables you want. Red peppers are great, but something like zucchini or eggplant would be delicious too. And then you've got all the spices. So we've got paprika, we've got red pepper flakes, we've got cumin, we've got sumac and salt. You cook that down with your tomato sauce. You can add fresh tomatoes in if you want. And then you add in the eggs, the cheese, and I love to top it with some fresh coriander.
You want to start off by chopping and prepping all your veggies. That way when it's time to cook, everything's ready to go.
Alright, now that I've got everything chopped up, I've brought my spices over. I like to do it in a nice big pan so that everybody can just grab from one thing. So I'm going to turn on the heat, add in a little bit of olive oil, and once that olive oil cooks up, we're going to add in our onions. Cook a little. So now we're just adding in some minced garlic. It really adds a nice kick of flavor. You're going to mix up the garlic and the onions. You can really smell that flavor. Once you start to see the garlic and onions brown a little bit, that's when you want to add in the red pepper.
Let your onions and red peppers cook and soften. Now we're going to add in our spices. We've got 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of sumac, and salt to season. Mix everything well and you can smell those spices cook.
Okay, once those cook up, you're going to take your tomatoes, add them in.
Add in your crushed tomatoes and mix well. Cover and let it simmer for 7 to 10 minutes. Make sure your stove is on low.
Alright, so it's been simmering for about 10 minutes and the tomatoes have broken down, the onions, the red pepper. You can see it's a nice, rich sauce. So just give it a little mix, and now my favorite part is to add in the eggs. So flatten out your sauce, and then you're going to make little holes. And I'm going to try this with one hand, and let's see how it goes. I'm going to make a little well. Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna make about 5 around and 1 in the middle. So let's go for our next one.
And the last step is to add in your cheese. I'm using feta cheese here, but you can use goat cheese, mozzarella cheese. You can leave the cheese out, but I love having the cheese melt into the sauce. Make sure your stove is still on low and cover and let the eggs set and cook.
All right, and now it's time for the taste test. Oh, which egg am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for this one right here. So get a nice big spoonful, get a lot of sauce and the cheese, and come in a little bit closer. Look at that egg, just break it and the yolk runs. And I have a fork here, but who am I kidding? The best way to eat this is to take some bread, dip it in. It's so good. The spices, the egg, the cheese, the coriander. It is such a lovely way to sit down at your table and have a meal with your family on the weekend. Take your time, cook it together. Try it with different types of breads and cheeses. Let me know if you give this a try, and also what other veggies you throw in. I would love to know. And what you enjoy on your weekend, Saturday, Sunday brunch with your family. What's one dish you like to make? Let me know below. As always, I love it when you guys tag me in your recipes and share what you're doing. You can follow and subscribe. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.